Welcome back to OT Sports, and welcome back to day two of picking every single conference tournament in college basketball. We're doing all 32 of them, picking every single one on this channel right here. So make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications to make sure you don't miss out on any of our videos. Like I said, we're doing all 32 conferences here within the next 2 weeks, as well as we also do college football, NFL, NBA, and MLB. As always, my Discord and X are linked in the description. You could join that. You could follow that. Whatever you'd like to do. But let's just get right in to this Big South Conference tournament bracket. So looking at the 8-9 here, we got USC Upstate taking on Radford. And I'm actually going to go with Radford here. They're quite a bit higher in KenPom. They got a 15-16 record. They got a top 150 offense. Now their defense is lacking behind a little bit. But USC Upstate, not top 250 in anything. They're all the way down at 287 overall in D1. So I'm going to go ahead and take Radford to win this 8-9 game. Then looking at High Point versus Radford, I think this is where Radford's little streak comes to an end, little run in this conference tournament. I don't think they get past the number one team in this conference in High Point. They're 24-7. They got the 30th overall offense, but the defense all the way down at 252. But that offense, man, it's really good, and they are definitely a trendy upset team. I've been seeing a lot of bracketologies where they are being picked to actually end up winning a game or two as a 14-13 seed. So, yeah, I could definitely see it. I'm very high on this High Point team. Moving down to the 4-5, we got Winthrop taking on Longwood. Now, this is a very close game in terms of KenPom. Longwood at 175 overall, Winthrop at 163. So, Winthrop's got the edge there, but Longwood is actually has the edge in overall record. They're at 18-13. Winthrop is at 17-14. Longwood, they're kind of similar teams. Longwood is a little bit more defensive. Winthrop a little bit more offensive. I'm going to take the defense in this matchup. I think Longwood takes it over Winthrop. I was considering actually having Winthrop win it this whole league, but I decided to actually bounce them in the first round. I think Longwood can take them down in this matchup here. Then we're going to the 2-7 UNC Asheville, the winner of this tournament last year, taking on Charleston Southern, I believe that is. I'm going to go with UNC Asheville. Charleston Southern is the worst ranked KenPom team in this conference. They are one of the worst teams in D1. They're at 319 overall, 10-19 record. They are just abysmal. UNC Asheville is the second highest ranked KenPom team. They have a very good offense, almost inside the top 100, and the defense just outside the top 200. They're 20-11 right now. I really like this UNC Asheville team. I could definitely see them repeating and going back to the tournament for the second year in a row. Moving down to the 3-6, Gardner-Webb versus Presbyterian. I actually don't really like either of these teams looking at their metrics. Gardner-Webb is at 16-15 overall. 229 in offense, 169 in defense. Presbyterian is at 269 overall, 225 in offense, 294 in defense. I'm going to go with Gardner-Webb. They're just a little bit more well-rounded, but yeah, like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of either of those teams there. Moving back up to the semifinals on the top, High Point taking on Longwood. Both these teams advanced from the quarterfinals, and now they match up here, the 1-5. I'm going to go ahead and take High Point to continue to the conference title game. I just think this High Point team is really, definitely the best in this conference. UNC Asheville could give them a run for their money, but I don't know. I don't really see anyone taking down this High Point team. Like I've said, they've been dominating this conference all season. They're at 24-7 overall. They're by far the highest KenPom team, all the way up at 112 overall. Now, UNC Asheville is at 153. Spoiler alert, I'm going to take UNC Asheville here over Gardner-Webb. Gardner-Webb, I'm not really high on. They're really just nowhere close to UNC Asheville in terms of KenPom efficiency, and that's kind of what I like to look at with these conferences, these smaller conferences. since we don't really see too many games. I have seen some High Point though, because they are very good, like I said. So yeah, High Point is about 40 spots higher in KenPom than UNC Asheville, and UNC Asheville is honestly just kind of a lesser version of High Point. They're a bit more well-rounded, but I mean they're almost 100 spots behind them in offense and about 50 spots ahead in defense. So overall, I like how High Point is just that dominant in offense. I mean, 30th in the country is actually very good, very efficient offense. And they got a 24-7 record. Like I said, they've been dominating this league all season, and I really like their chances with getting an upset just because how high-powered that offense is in March. So I really want to see them in March. I want to see what matchup they get paired with. Because if they're a 14 seed, they get a matchup like Alabama, Baylor, or maybe they get Illinois. I mean, or maybe Kentucky. I mean, all those teams they could compete with those offenses. Um, I mean, those would be really fun games to watch. Just high-powered shootout type games. So I'm going to go ahead and take High Point to win this conference. A little bit of a boring prediction. We didn't have too many upsets, but I don't know. I just don't really see any in this conference, to be honest. I think it's pretty straightforward. The two best teams, the two highest ranked teams, are the two best teams. I think they'll make it to the finals, but I think High Point is ultimately the better team, and I think they punch their ticket to March Madness here with the conference title victory in the automatic qualifier. So yeah, it's going to do it for the Big South Conference Tournament predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. We're doing all 32 conferences. We got 4 up already. You can check those out. They'll probably be popping up on the screen maybe right now, maybe maybe in a couple seconds here. As always, my Discord next to the link in the description. You could join that, you could follow that, whatever you'd like to do. And I will see you guys in just a little bit. We're doing 2 more conference tournament videos today. Northeast Conference and Ohio Valley. So yeah, very exciting. Make sure you go check those out. And I will see you guys